Hi everyone, and welcome to this month's Do You Know show. We got a really busy show, so let's get right to it. On this month's Do You Know show, we're going to head over to one of the WOW events. It's the World of Wonder. We're going to show you lots of kids and pictures having fun. Then Jamin had a chance to talk to the folks at Safe Avenues. They have a great family event coming up. We're going to give you all the details on that. And then Jody's going to talk in studio about the Minnesota Orchestra. They're going to be here for a whole week this month. She's going to give you the details of where they're going to be. Then I had a chance to talk to Dick Clayton at Sibley State Park. If you're looking for something fun to do over the summer, there are lots of activities that are going on. Then Latoya had a chance to head over to the Humane Society of Candiway County, the Hot Creek Animal Shelter. She's going to show you all the dogs and cats that are available for adoption. And then I had a chance to attend the Stingers press conference where they introduced their new mascot, Barry. We're going to show you that. And then we're going to do another flashback. Flashback is where we go to video from previous shows. This month we're going to go back to 1997 and the Great Demolition Derby fire. And then wrapping up the show, we're going to head over to Green Lake Nursery, and Bev and Susan are going to talk a little master gardening. And it is all right here on this month's Do You Know show.
Trailhead, Glacial Lakes Trailhead. If you're not familiar with it, we're going to tell you a little bit about it and about an exciting family event that's coming up. Our friends here from Safe Avenues are here, going to tell you about their event. We've got a couple of friends here with their bikes to tell you more about the event that you and your family members can be a part of. Connie, lots of people used to know you as Shelter House, and now you're Safe Avenues. So tell people what you guys do over there.
Certainly. Safe Avenues means many avenues to safety. We are a multi-service organization that works with families and individuals to make sure they have safe interpersonal relationships. One of our important programs is the program that serves kids, Project Impact. And we're here today to say we make a difference for kids. And we're going to have a fun event to show that and get the community involved.
And your event's coming up, so people should mark their calendars for June 16th. And we're going to talk to Anita about your youth programs. People may not know that Safe Avenues provides all kinds of services to every age bracket. And one of those age brackets is kids. So Anita, tell people a little bit about your youth programming.
Yes. Hi, I'm Anita, the youth advocate at Safe Avenues. And I have the opportunity to work with the kids over at Safe Avenues that are whether they're staying at shelter or they might just be coming to my support groups. I'm able to help them work through the family violence that they may have witnessed, as well as have a lot of fun with the kids and put smiles back on their faces. We are planning an event. It's called Pedal for Project Impact, and it's on June 16th. It is a family bike ride that will help us to fund my program, Project Impact. And we are just inviting you to come out with your families and ride for a bike ride. The family ride will start at 9 a.m. In the Midwest Technology Campus at the Life Center parking lot. And the families are able to ride anywhere from 1 to 20 miles together. And then following that, we invite you to come back to the parking lot for a free hot dog and beverage, as well as some fun children's activities that we will be doing.
Now, that's for families, so people should grab their grandkids or grab their peer or get their friends together or their little neighbor kids or whatever, and they should oil up their chains and get ready to go for the family part of it at 9 o'clock on June 16th. But if you are one of these guys who love to bike, there's another part of it. We're here with Gary and Dennis. If you don't know them, Gary was with the newspaper, I don't know, he maybe still is, for a million years. And Dennis has been on the city council for at least 10 or so more years. Anyway, we're proud to have both of them here. They're avid bikers. Tell us a little bit about the stuff you're offering bikers.
Well, I'll just kind of echo a little bit what Anita said. The family ride is designed for parents, grandparents, and their kids. We start out at the Midwest campus, and we ride over here to the trailhead. There will be crossing guards whenever we have to cross a road or a main street. And they can ride out the trail until they get half tired. Then they need to turn around and be able to make it back. And when they get back, there'll be some games for the kids, followed by a lunch that we'll be serving after that. So it's a great family event, and we hope we get good turnout for it.
Gary, you're looking snazzy over there. Tell everybody about the ride for people like you who love to bike.
Well, this year for the first time we're going to have 40 and 60-mile supported rides. Most bike riders know them as SAG rides. There'll be people out with repair trucks for minor problems like flat tires and broken chains, and they'll also be able to take someone if they're having problems back to the Midwest campus, or notify any other help that might be needed. Both rides are mainly on county roads in the area, and to some extent on the Glacial Lakes Trail. They'll start at 8 o'clock in the morning. Or looking for people to be there at that time, so we'll be out of the way of the family riders that will be coming along later.
Lots of exciting stuff. So we want to encourage everybody, find out more about Safe Avenues, find out more about Pedal for Project Impact. You can go to their website. Connie, what's your website?
WillmarShelter.com.
WillmarShelter.com. And if you don't know what that, you can't remember that, remember Safe Avenues and give them a call and they can tell you more. We want to encourage you to be like Gary and Dennis and our friend Anita and Connie and get your bike together, get your friends together, get your grandkids together, and either participate in the family bike at 9 o'clock or the hardcore bikers at 8 o'clock and raise some money to help our kids from this region. You're watching the Do You Know show, and we've been talking to Safe Avenues, and we're moving on.
Hi, I'm Jody Wambeck with the Willmar Early Childhood Family Programs and Early Childhood Initiative. Here today to talk to you about a great event that's happening in Willmar. The Minnesota Orchestra will be visiting Willmar for a week-long Common Chords Festival of concerts and community activities the week of May 22nd through the 26th. They will be having over 30 events that are reflecting the heritage and diversity of Willmar. They will be visiting schools, businesses, and they'll have a lot of other events going on throughout the week. Tuesday, they're going to be at Rice Hospital at the Atrium. The brass section will be performing an informal concert. After the concert, there'll be a little bit of a conversation time if anyone wants to visit with brass section players. Wednesday, they're going to be doing a concert at the VFW. And after that concert, you can stay for a meal if you so choose. And then Thursday, this is really exciting, the string quartet will be at Becker Market to help kick off the Becker Market season. And then they will also be out at Jazz and Java. They will be doing a jam session out there. So if you want to join in for that, head out to Jazz and Java. And then after the jam session, they are going to be having a community sing-along. So that might be a fun event for you if you like to sing and do that kind of thing. And then also Thursday night, for those of you who have young children, there will be a kinder concert at the Willmar Public Library. And this is a great concert for those young kids. They are going to be introducing them to some of the musical instruments. They're going to be reading stories. And it's going to be a great event that is a story that's narrated while the musical instruments are being played. It's going to be a really neat event. I'm very excited for them to come and do that with the young kids in our community. And then Friday and Saturday night, they are going to be having a full orchestra performance at the WEAC. So hopefully you'll be able to join in for one of those concerts. So if you would like more information or to find out kind of other things that they are doing the week they are here, go ahead and visit the Minnesota Orchestra website, and it will give a listing of everything that they're doing in Willmar and what's open to the public and kind of some of the things that they're doing in the schools as well. So hopefully you can join in for the week of fun. You are watching Do You Know?
All right, welcome to Sibley State Park at the Interpretive Center, and joining us as always is park naturalist Dick Clayton. Dick, there's a lot of things going on this upcoming summer season, a lot of activities, and as the weather starts getting nicer, people are going to be coming out to Sibley. When they come out, what can they expect for activities?
Well, you know, Minnesota State Park started a lot of new things last year and the year before, and we're going to be continuing those this year at Sibley. Some of the newer activities are actually archery in the park, where we do an introductory program on archery to teach people about how to shoot a bow and arrow, and that's been really popular. Geocaching, which started a few years ago, really super popular in Minnesota State Park. So we'll have a program helping people to learn about geocaching, see if they like it or not. Another one is digital nature photography for kids, and we have some digital cameras, some point and shoot cameras, and we talk to kids about how to use them, and then they follow a particular trail with a park naturalist. They take as many shots as they wanna. They pick one of their favorites, and then we actually print out a little 4x6 colored photo of that, and they have that as a souvenir for that particular program. And we're also going to be doing I Can Paddle. We're going to be teaching people how to canoe and the different paddling strokes and safety and the equipment that you need, things like that. We're going to continue the I Can Camp program, where people who don't know anything about camping are helped out by folks to set up a campsite and cook. And so a lot of exciting new things happening in Minnesota State Parks. You know, I've been doing this quite a few years, and the last 2 or 3 years have been one of the most exciting times for me because of all the new things that are going on.
And that's nice, and there are the new things, there's the older things you don't want to forget about, like Mount Tom. Tell us about the Mount Tom story and when that happens too.
Well, yeah, we that's one of the central parts of this park, and the one that most people will visit when they come to Sibley State Park. So we'll have programs up there. We'll talk to people about, why is it so hilly here, and why do we have so many lakes in northern Kandiyohi County? And we'll talk about the history of the area a little bit, and things like that. And we have the other basic programs. We have some wonderful PowerPoint presentations where there'll be indoor programs, and they'll be on the amphibians or reptiles that are found specifically in Sibley State Park, or a program on our state bird, the loon. We have another one on bald eagles. So a lot of different types of programs and activities. A lot of new ones, but also a lot of ones that have been around a long time that people really enjoy, and things that they have subjects that we want people who visit this park to know about, and that's why we develop them.
And besides the activities, there's also opportunities for families if they're looking at camping. Tell us about what those opportunities are and where they can camp.
Yeah, we have a lot of lodging and camping opportunities at Sibley. We've got 2 major campgrounds. We have a modern group center that has bunkhouses and actually a dining area and kitchen facilities for people. We have a primitive camp, and this is usually for youth groups. They will bring out youth of some kind, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, whatever, and they basically tent camp. We have a horse camp area for people who bring their horses in the park. They can camp, and then from there they can take off on roughly 9 miles of trail. We have camper cabins. We have 4 camper cabins. Again, relatively new thing. We got them here probably 3 or 4 years ago. It's a sleeping cabin. People absolutely love them. They're filled almost all the time during the spring, summer, and fall season, and then in the winter, a lot of weekends they're filled also. So, a lot of different camping and lodging opportunities in the park.
And there is a lot of things to do out here. If there's something that you're looking for, an activity, family, just coming up by yourself, don't forget Sibley State Park. And the activities too are there's no charge for them. All you need is a park sticker.
That's right. And they can come out to the park and pick up a schedule just like this. Every week we put a new one out. They can go to the Department of Natural Resources website and click on state parks, and they can find out all the activities that are going on in Sibley and throughout the state. And of course they can check the local newspapers and radios and so on. So a lot of different ways to find out about things.
All right, so that's going to wrap it up here from Sibley State Park. If you're looking for something to do, it's all right here. Check it out online. There's a phone number, or just Google Sibley State Park. You are watching Do You Know?
Hi, welcome to the Hawk Creek Animal Shelter. We're also known as the Humane Society of Candy, Ojai, and Meeker County. My name is Bobby Bauman. I'm Director of Operations, and I just want to thank everybody in the community that helps us out. And I just want to let you know, one thing to do is to get ID tags on your pets, or even microchip. We can microchip down here at the shelter, and let's get your pet home a little bit quicker if it takes off. I'd like to tell you about our volunteer program. We always need volunteers to come down and walk the dogs, play with the cats, help with paperwork or fundraising events. So don't be afraid. Just come on down and take a look at what there is to do down here, and we would love to show you around.
Thanks for having us. This has been a fun project for us to work on. I know a lot of you we see during the off season ask us, what the heck do you guys do after August when the Stingers aren't playing here in Willmar? One of the things is we've created a mascot. And believe it or not, this process has taken a good amount of time. It's not as easy as picking out a character, ordering it off the internet, and having it shipped to Willmar. We actually worked with a company called Mascots and Costumes out of the Twin Cities that I was amazed. I went to pick up the mascot about 3-4 weeks ago, and you wouldn't believe the characters that they do in terms of Hello Kitty and Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse, and this place is full of characters. That's all they do is create mascots. They're actually creating some mascots for the Twins home opener today as well while I was there. So we started this process last October. We picked up the mascot in March, and here we are today to make the announcement of the mascot. So a little bit of what we've done in the off season is work on him, and we're excited to announce him today. Without further ado, we'd like to announce the mascot this season and going forward. This character's name is Barry. And Barry, are you back there? press conference fashion here, we've got the hat for you, Barry. Want to get down here? All right. Stand over here, Barry. And he'll have his own jersey. As you can tell, he's not a bee. Barry was a character that we created this past fall, and we wanted somebody, a character that was fun, easy for kids to like, and Barry was a character that he's a bear that hangs out at the beehive looking for honey, and that's the tie-in with the Willmar Stingers, and this will be the character going forward that we partnered with Lake Region Bank.
This is Bev Davis and Susan Matson, and we're excited to begin another show on gardening, and we're hosted, of course, by our wonderful friends at Green Lake Nursery. We're going to be talking about hostas, echinacea, and potting soil today, and maybe a little bit about fertilizer, so I'll turn it over to Susan with all the fine questions.
And I'm here with George at Green Lake Nursery, and he's going to introduce us to some new hostas and some new echinacea. Also talk a little bit about potting soil and some different things we can use for feeding plants this spring. And we have some unusual weather for spring. We've had some really hot weather, so all the plants are popping up. And now we're in for some cooler weather. So we've had a couple days of frost this week. And so we are looking at an unusual spring compared to other years. George, maybe you'd like to tell us a little bit about the hostas first.
Okay, we have, here's a new hosta, and it's really funny about the name is Wee. And it's kind of a neat, has neat foliage, variegated. And then this one here is far along, it's been outside. It's the hosta of the year, which is Liberty. So that's, there's several more new hostas.
Okay, first of all, though, I'd like to have you tell everybody where a good spot for hostas is.
Well, hostas like shade, but that's a misconception because a lot of hostas can be in the sun. And there's a lot of different varieties, especially the ones that have yellow leaves can be in full sun. And now let's, we've got some new echinaceas. And this is a really different one. We have two different ones that have green flowers. That one over there too, kind of a yellow-green. And they're really, really cool and different. And then there's a couple more that we have.
So the names of those are?
Oh, the green one here is Green Jewel.
And the other one is meringue.
Yeah, or is that Crown Jewel? Green Jewel.
Green Jewel.
Green Jewel.
And meringue.
And meringue.
Okay.
And then we have a red one here, and it is called Firebird.
It looks like.
And it has a cool center.
And this one is Solar Flare.
Solar Flare. And you probably want to try some, and echinaceas are cone flowers, very easy, very simple to grow, but they need to be in the sun. And I would always recommend using a plant starter solution that you mix in water, and you water the plant with it after you plant it. And that really is high in phosphorus and really helps the plant to grow and root faster. And then always use a good potting soil that's loose and has a lot of vermiculite and perlite and in amendments and very little soil. And it always, the roots, it does very well. They'll grow very fast in a loose mixture.
Well, I can verify that. I use that type of potting soil when I've planted my potted plants. Mississippi topsoil, I don't know if people need to know that, but it is a brand that's carried around here, and it is excellent.
Because it comes right from Cold Springs, Minnesota. So,
you want to talk about anything else that's here in the greenhouse today?
well, we have some new coral bells, and I can't remember. There's so many different plants. Every year there's more plants that come out. They have new plants all the time. There's going to be a lot of more new annuals this year, and so it's going to be an exciting spring, and it looks like it's going to be very early. So
And perennials, for those of you that aren't familiar with them, are the plants that do come up every year. And they're ones that I think are to me the easiest to grow, because you can put them in. They always seem to be a little bit more expensive when you purchase a perennial. However, a lot of them come up for years and years and years, and if they receive the care that they need in the right place, and you purchase the right zone 4 for our area, then you can be pretty well assured that you'll have some plants for a long time. So with that in mind, we'll close for today. I'd like to remind all of you that Master Gardeners will be at the Becker Market starting the first week in June. There also is a Becker Market the last week in May, and the Minnesota Orchestra will be there. I'm not sure if the Becker or if the Master Gardeners will be there, but I know the orchestra will be there. So you can join us for questions. You can also call in on Saturday morning. We have the Master Gardener show at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning, KWLM. So with that, I'll turn it back to Bev.
And remember, if you'd like to get a hold of a Master Gardener individually, you can always call the Extension office also at 231-7890. And all of the information that Master Gardeners use is available to the public on the web at extension.umn.edu. For Susan and Bev, and Do You Know, have a great day.
Well, that wraps it up for this month's Do You Know show. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or show ideas, feel free to give us a call here at the studio at 231-0594. Next month, more of the same. We're going to head out and about in the community and find out what's going on. Till then, you're watching Do You Know? We'll see you around town.